Hello everyone, welcome back to all. So in the last lecture we have learned the graph representation using adjacency matrix, and in this lecture we are going to discuss about the graph representation, that is adjacency list. So already we have learned what is the meaning of graph. Here the graph is a non-linear data structure. This represents data using nodes and their relations using edges. A graph G has two sections, that is the vertex and edges. Vertex are represented using set V and edges represented using set E. So the graph notation is G of V comma E. Now the thing is, the following two are the most commonly used representation of a graph, that is adjacency matrix and adjacency list. So in previous lecture we have learned the thing related to the adjacency matrix, and today we are going to discuss about the adjacency list. Now the thing is, what do you mean by adjacency list representation of a graph? So the other way to represent a graph is using an adjacency list. An adjacency list is an array, a set of lists. Each element of the array AI is the list which contains all the vertices that are adjacent to vertex I. It means that the adjacency list we can represent by using the concept of an array. Or the second thing is, this representation is based on the linked list. In this approach, each node is holding a list of nodes which are directly connected with that vertices. At the end of the list, each node is connected with the null values to tell that this is the end of that particular list. It means that the adjacency list we can represent by using the linked list also. So the thing is, in the two ways we can represent the adjacency list, that is by using the concept of array or by using the concept of linked list. So let us check how to prepare the adjacency list for the directed graph as well as for the undirected graph. So this is the first example, that is a representation of graph by using adjacency list, and here we have taken the example of directed graph. And first we are going to be considering there is a directed graph representation using array. So consider a graph. Here into the left side we are having the graph and we are having the vertices or nodes like A, B, C, D and E. So it means that total number of vertices, that is 5. And we are having the edges in between, like we are having the directed edges in between A to B or B to D or D to D or D to E or from C to D. So like that we are having the directed edges in between the two vertices. Now the thing is, this particular graph we need to represent, there is a directed graph we need to represent using adjacency list. So into the right side we have prepared the adjacency list for the directed graph using the array. So already we know that the array we can represent like 0th position, 1st position, 2nd position, 3rd, 4th, 5th, like that we are going to be considering the array. So total number of vertices or the nodes we are having, that is a 5, and array it is going to be starts with the 0th position. So for that we have taken like 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So into the 0th position, like consider we are having the A. For the first position we are having the B. That is the second position we are having the C, D, and at the end we are having the E. So this is the A, vertex A, vertex B, vertex C, vertex D and vertex E. Now the thing is, we need to check, so from the A how many outgoing, that is a directed edges are there. So from the A we are having the edge, there is a directed edge between A to B as well as from the A to C. So it means that from we are having the edges, that is node B as well as the node C. Now the consider second one, that is a B. So from the B, we are having the edge in between B to D, that is a directed edge, as well as B to E, that is the directed edge. So in that case, from the B, we are having the edges like D as well as the E. So the next one is we are having the C. So from the C, the outgoing edges we are having like C to D. So in that case, we are going to be writing, we are having the edge in between C to D. So next one is we are having the D. So from the D, we are having the edge like from D to D itself, as well as we are having the D to A, as well as we are having the D to E. So in that case, this one we are going to be representing like from the D, we are having the edge in between the A, D, as well as the E. And the last one is we are having the E. So in that case, from the E, there is no outgoing edge, it will be there. In that case, directly we are going to be considering as a null. So like that, we are going to be representing a graph using adjacency list, and we are going to be using the concept of array here. Now the second thing is like directed graph representation using linked list. So in previous lectures we have learned how to represent a linked list. So already we know that linked list, like we are having the one node and we are having the two fields, like one is data field, another one is the link field, that is a next link. Okay, now considering to the left side, we are having the graph like A, B, C, D and E. So for that, this is we are going to be calling as a node. So for this particular node, we are having like from the A, B, C, D and E. So now the thing is, from A, we are having the edges, that is the directed edges to the B as well as to the C. So in that case, from the A, we are having the edge in between B as well as we are having the edge in between C. Afterwards, there is no edge, it is going to be present. In that case, here at the end, we are going to be storing as a null. Afterwards, second one we are having, that is a B. So from the B, we are having the directed edge like for the D as well as the E. So in that case, from the B, we are having the edge in between D as well as we are having the edge in between E. So afterwards, there is no directed edge, it is going to be there from the B. In that case, here at the end, we are going to be storing as a null. So from the C, only we are having a one single directed edge from the C to D. So in that case, we are going to be representing like C to D. At the end, we are going to be storing as a null. So from the D, so total number of edges we are having 3, like from the D to A, as well as from the D to E, as well as from the D to D. In that case, from the D, we are having no edge in between the A, as well as we are having edge between the D, as well as we are having the edge between E. So afterwards, there is no edge, it is going to be present. So we are going to be storing as a null. So the last edge we are having, that is the E. So from the E, there is no directed outgoing edge, it will be there. So directly we are going to be storing as a null. So like this, we are going to be doing the graph representation using linked list. So in the most of our exams, the graph representation, it is going to be used, that is the adjacency list, by using linked list. So this is for the directed graph. Now the thing is, like consider if you are having the undirected graph and if you want to represent a graph by using adjacency list. So this is a one more simple example. So consider we are having the nodes like 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and we are having the edges between like 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 or from 5 to 2. So like that we are having the edges. So consider we are having the nodes like this is the 1, 2, afterwards 3, 4 as well as the 5. Now consider the first one, that is a 1. So from the 1 we are having the edge in between 1 to 2 as well as the 1 to 5. So directly I will represent like we are having the edge between 1 to 2 as well as we are having the edge between 1 to 5. So afterwards we are going to be storing as a null. So consider the node 2. So from this particular vertices or the node, we are having the edge between like 2 to 1 as well as 2 to 5 as well as 2 to 4 as well as 2 to 3. So directly we can write like we are having the edges between 2 to 1, 2 to 5, afterward 2 to 3 as well as 2 to 4. At the end we are going to be storing as a null. Same like we are going to be considering for the node 3, node 4 as well as node 5. So like that we are going to be representing a graph by using adjacency list. Like here we are going to be using the concept of linked list for the directed graph as well as for the undirected graph. So this is the end of your concept, that is the representation of a graph by using adjacency list. Now the thing is, the last topic from this particular syllabus we need to discuss, like what is the difference between graph as well as the tree. So first one is the graph. So graph is a non-linear data structure. Also tree also we are going to be calling as a non-linear data structure. So in the graph it is a collection of vertices, that is we are going to be calling as a nodes as well as the edges, and here into the tree also it is a collection of nodes and edges. So in the graph each node can have any number of edges, but in tree the general trees consist of the nodes having any number of child nodes. But in case of binary trees, every node can have at the most 2 child nodes. Into the graph there is no unique node called a root in graph, but in tree there is a unique node called root into the trees. Into the graph the cycle can be formed, but into the tree there will not be any kind of cycle. So the graph, the application for the graphs are like for the finding of shortest path in networking graph is used, and for the application of trees like for games tree, decision tree, the tree are going to be used. So the one more thing is the tree traversing techniques we are going to be using, like in order, pre-order and post-order. In graph we are going to be using the DFS. So this is all about the graph as well as the tree. Thank you one and all.